Hey everybody, this is for CC Cycle 1, Week 13, Great Artist. And so for this week, we are making egg paint. And so we are using crushed chalk and egg yolk. So as an experienced director, I had to try to find ways before to crush the chalk. And so the easiest way that I found, as funny as it may sound, is I put sticks of chalk in a big Ziploc bag like this. I just toss in just one color at a time. So I'll throw like all my purple in here or just only blue, whatever colors you got. And you want to seal that up, but leave a little bit of air to be able to get out a little bit. And then I run it over with my car. And so what I do is I just put it behind my tire. And so I'll just run forward and backward over it several times. And then once all of the big chunks are crushed up, then you can bring it inside and use like a rolling pin or whatever you have to get those little tiny chunks out. And then once I have that done, I pour it into smaller containers. So you can see here I have some blue. Let's see, what else do I have? Green. And even some really bright, pretty pink colors, purple. And so after you have that all crushed up, you can put it in smaller Ziploc bags. The other thing that I collect are egg cartons like this that are plastic. And what I do is I cut these in half. I just use scissors. I go across, I cut them in half where we have 6 and 6. That way we can divide it up in the classrooms a little easier. So I end up with pieces like this, where they're going to use this for their little egg palette, and we're going to mix the paint in here. So what the tutors will do is we have some egg yolk, little cups like this of egg yolk, and some crushed up chalk that we can pour into a little container like this. And so what we'll do is you do equal parts of the egg yolk and the chalk. So you could do a half a teaspoon, teaspoon, whatever you would like. We normally do a teaspoon and a teaspoon to create some paint. And so what you'll do is you'll just mix it together. You can put it in like a little eggy like this. I did just to make a little bit for this video. I just did a half a teaspoon and a half a teaspoon. So you can kind of see how much that makes there. It's not much. So they'll mix it up with their paint brushes. We do all of this in front of the students because that's the whole point. We want them to see how it's created and how they made paint. And then you can go ahead and use it on paper. Now, regular printer's paper is fine. If you get cardstock, it's a little easier. And then they can just go ahead and paint on here. And that's really it. So again, just to recap, get you a big Ziploc bag, put all one color in here of your sticks of chalk. You can run it over with your car several times. I know that sounds funny, but it works so well. Just think about all the times your kids have left chalk in the driveway and you ran it over and it just like crushed it into crumbs. So I just run it over in here and then bring it inside and get those fine pieces. That's why I leave a little bit of air right here so that in case there's air in here, I don't want it to pop. So I leave a little bit of an air hole so that it can get in and out. Run that over. You can put it into smaller containers like this or like this. And then you just do equal parts of egg yolk and chalk on the day for painting. I'll have a color in here for each of the students so they can have a little palette to choose from for the day that we paint. And that's it.